And are you in fact natural? Think about it. Are you? You're the only one that knows. How do you sleep at night?
The one thing that I know this is like a serious conversation, but the top comment, I couldn't help but laugh when I saw the top comments, and it was like, how do you sleep at night? And he doesn't. Like, that's comedy, dude. That's comedy. What's up, guys? Derek, moreplacemoredates.com. Today we are going to be talking about Chef Rush again. So if you saw my video about a week ago at this point, I did a video called Chef Rush Exposed, where I basically reviewed the men's health video that showed him explaining his 10,000 calorie diet, you know, doing 2,222 push-ups a day, his big workout on top of that, the nutrition he needs to support that, his supplementation, and most notably his complete absence of sleep. So the guy sleeps for 2 hours a night, and if you saw the thumbnail, you know, he does claim he's all natural all over the place. This is a post he made, I don't know how long ago it is now. All natural, out of the horse's mouth, LOL. The truth is, if I wasn't, I wouldn't mind telling. So not only is he saying he's all natural, but he's also saying it's not even just about that he doesn't want to talk about it to like negatively influence people. He's actually saying that if he was in fact unnatural, that he would come out and just say it. And you know, a bunch of articles picked that up, obviously, and you know, he's been very well, I wouldn't say he's been very outspoken about being natural, but he's at least mentioned it once. So he's at least mentioned it before. So anyways, in the men's health video, I'd recommend checking that out if you want the backstory on the more elaborate kind of response I have to his, you know, what I consider to be essentially a psychotic regimen that is impossible to follow. And self-admittedly, he, you know, went on to elaborate on how this is not a sustainable regimen either in his response video, which he did a live stream response. He actually commented in my comment section. I tried to filter through the comment section to find it so I could show it on this video. It's either been deleted by him or I just can't find it. But I went through my creator studio, filtered by his username, couldn't find shit. Whereas before, there was definitely something in there because I saw it. There was a big thread. He was responding to people in it before. Didn't think I'd be doing a follow-up video, but you know, now that we are, you know, went back, things gone. So I also went into my DMs, nothing. So I don't know if he sent me something too, because he mentioned, Greg mentioned how Chef Rush sent him something like pretty scathing apparently, which he then subsequently deleted before Greg could screenshot it, which we're going to be getting into shortly, because this whole thing essentially is the response Greg made to Chef Rush. This is kind of me reacting to more Greg than anything, but also kind of revisiting the subject, because I posted the video about a week ago. So his original response, I believe, posted before Greg made his video. The live stream, though, that he posted has also been deleted, interestingly enough. So I can't really react to it for you guys either, because it's not even on his page anymore. So from what I saw in snippets, like I had it saved to my watch later, but didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing because it's pretty long. But from what I saw, when I clicked on it initially, it was like, you know, stuff about how they cut out a bunch of clips from the men's health thing. They kind of repurposed it in their own way and cut out a bunch of, you know, crucial information. And it sounded like this is not his regimen on a daily basis. But again, even if it's intermittently, even if it's once a week, still makes no fucking sense. You know, there's no one in their right mind who would justify and say, cut out this much sleep in order to get this many calories in. Rather, you would have people telling you the opposite, eat less of these meals in order to get more sleep in. Like, that's a very logical conclusion I think every single person on this channel would come to. And then obviously the gear thing, he's not talking about the gear, even though it's pretty fucking obvious what's going on. You know, there's a whole clusterfuck in that video, which I don't think he handled the best way he could have. Like, he was actually very calm in his live stream. He was chill, seemed really nice. His comments to people are pretty harsh though, and they aren't well received, obviously, which is, you know, I can sort of see why he'd be annoyed though, because he's taken out of context, presumably, from Men's Health. They like chop him up into this thing that is not even, it sounds like he's pretty much saying it's not what he meant to say, that Men's Health did, and then they publish it anyways, and then it kind of portrays him in a certain light. that he has no control over. And then, you know, people perceive the video content a certain way. But at the end of the day, you know, enough shit was shown to kind of come to our conclusions that are still consistent. So anyways, the live stream was him kind of just touching on the video, saying, you know, people are silly and blah, blah, blah. And this is like not something people have to understand his history with the 2 hours of sleep and shit like that. But whatever. Anyways, the video's gone, so I can't even show you it. Nothing is there that has to do with the thing. And his, you know, obviously the Greg thing really hit hard because his like to dislike ratio is absolutely obliterated in the past couple of videos. This one, holy fuck, 1,000 dislikes to 202 likes. So anyways, he made a post on Instagram too, and I thought, this is why I thought there might have been a DM from him to me that I could go look at after seeing my first video, but there was nothing. So I don't know if he deleted it or if he just never sent me one to begin with. He only sent one to Greg. But yeah, he had a post up about, you know, the videos and stuff from me and Greg, and now it's gone. And let me see what this is here. Don't lose focus. Yesterday, okay, so there's more motivational shit. Yeah, so the thing is it gone? Yeah, it looks like it is in fact deleted for nobody to see. Okay, so anyways, Greg made a pretty aggressive response video because he was not happy with what was in this deleted DM as well as the deleted Instagram post, which is what we're reacting to. And I saw a highlight reel essentially of Greg more angry than I've ever seen him in my entire life, to be honest. So I figured I would save it for this because I'm sort of in the middle of it in some capacity where like me and Greg made the videos, and this is sort of about what this guy's perception of our interpretation is of his men's health, you know, content essentially. As far as I know, I think we were the two mentioned in the Instagram post. So I'll go to Greg's this is where I'm at on the pause. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. But it sounds like serious shit, dude. How dare you call me a racist is the title. So evidently whatever was in this Instagram thing is like pretty aggressive to the point that from what I saw, it was like, holy shit, if you have your headphones on, like turn them down because you might get fucking obliterated by this one. So yeah, the highlight reel at the start, you know, me and Greg both have our like hooks that we use at the start of the video to kind of get you interested in what's going on. And it's like literally the meat and potatoes pinnacle of him at his most angry. So we're gonna skip over that because it is content in the middle of the video. We're gonna get through it organically and kind of react as it comes up. So basically, Greg introduces the, you know, there's my video. I'll just let him fucking talk. Why am I even talking right now?
Watch my video, go watch it. Then go watch men's health video on the Chef Andre Rush. Then go see More Plates, More Dates, Derek's video on the same thing. And then go see Johnny Shreve's video on the same friggin' topic.
He said my channel name properly, so you know he's pissed.
But guess what? Coach Greg is racist because I made the video. So this is what happened in the aftermath that he isn't talking about. Wait till you hear this. He DMs Coach Greg and the DMs sliding into my DMs. And do you think he's Mr. Nicety? No, I'm reading this horrendous message. Horror awful that you won't believe.
Yeah, so something I was surprised at is how aggressive Rush is in his responses in the comment section. Like, he seems like a chill guy in his videos and whatnot, but he's like no holds barred in the fucking comment section. Like, if he doesn't like what you say, he's gonna go full board on you.
Didn't have a chance to screenshot it, didn't think he would delete it. And then suddenly he deletes it. It's so bad that he goes back and deletes the freaking message and changes it to the thumbs up and then blocks Coach Greg. So I have to watch what he...
What was the DM? I'm just gonna... Oh, you mentioned him in the video. Gotcha.
And changes it to the thumbs up and then blocks Coach Greg. So I have to watch what he posted today on Allie's account. Because I'm getting blown up in the DM saying...
Oh, he literally says this won't be up long. Interesting.
Did you see what he said about you? And you think I wrote the chef about it? No, I made one video calling out his BS. And all of a sudden now I'm the bad guy. But it's one thing to write me in private and do this. And it's another thing to call out every single other person that writes you. We're going to go over the post you made and explain to you why I'm not racist and see just how bad of an influencer you really are. Wait till you read the comments that he wrote to other people. Screenshotted those.
Those are actually all gone from my comment section too. I was looking for the first one where he was just talking to me, but then there was a whole back and forth conversation too between a bunch of other people that were responding to him in the comment section. Those are all gone. So I don't know if he just did like an overhaul cleanup job because he doesn't want those there. And I could see, him reacting out of anger, at the point he was getting onslaughted with, dislikes and negative feedback and whatnot. So, I'm not surprised he might have lashed out with some like shitty, not well thought out comments or just, anger filled comments. Probably in hindsight was like, fuck, I probably shouldn't have made those, went back and deleted them. So those are gone. Everything that I've seen posted by him, gone about this entirely.
One person wrote a comment on his wall calling him out saying, hey, I don't believe that you only sleep that many hours. And this is his response. Like your stupid ass. Bye, kid. Your little boy's parents need to be out in jail, or you do. Oh, great response to somebody calling you out.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, or how about this response? How would you like this? This is what he wrote. And you, fuck your brother and sister and animals and your dad. Oh, such a nice chef. Yeah, that's such a nice message to write someone.
Holy fuck.
Got the screenshot on that one. This is how he responds to people writing comments on his wall. Just use your imagination as to what he wrote Coach Greg. A lot worse, imagine. So let's see his post today. And so he screenshots a post that someone else made, not Coach Greg, not a friend of Coach Greg, not a fellow circle. Some jerk writes him a message. I didn't write the message. Screenshots it, puts it on his wall. Then he writes, this won't be up long. So I've gotten hundreds, if not thousands of these over the last few days on my social media. Will it blow over? Yes, of course, but there's a lesson. A couple of YouTubers, Greg Doucette and Made for Dates,
Dude, that's your tag of me? Fuck. No effort.
I do a video on me, which is fine. I get it. Money is money. It's an industry. So what's the problem? It's fine. So why the post? But when Greg Doucette misrepresents me, especially with pretending not to know why I did the 2,222 push-ups for 22 vets commit suicide a day, and actually deleted my comment so no one would see it, now I know why they are finger warriors.
Okay, so that is a very bold claim when I didn't know that shit. I had no idea, dude. I was literally going into the men's health thing super uneducated about what he does, what his routine is, blah, blah, blah. I just knew that it was absurd with the 10,000 calorie claim. And when I saw the lack of sleep, I was like, holy fuck, this is absolutely mind-boggling. But I didn't know like what the reason for this exact number was. I don't think any of us did. I'm sure fans of him obviously know what the reason is, but even with the reason, like, anything we'd be criticizing is the actual performance of what you're doing and your routine. It has nothing to do with us saying this is insane or whatever, or we don't think you do this, or we think your, calorie intake is exaggerated and probably fabricated entirely, and your sleep schedule is like completely fabricated too, potentially, or it just makes no fucking sense in general, and why would Men's Health have published the video in the first place? That has nothing to do with this. So I don't know where he's pulling this from, where he would somehow presume to know that Greg knew this. And that's a bold claim too, to assume you know why your comment is missing. Because I've seen a shit ton of comments that are, you'll post something and it'll go right, especially if you're commenting like Rush does, where it's like hyper aggressive with a bunch of swear words in it. You can expect it's gonna get filtered automatically into the spam section of YouTube. And do you think Greg and I go to the spam section of the YouTube Creator Studio and like manually approve all of the inappropriate comments? Like, no, we don't. YouTube automatically filters those out. And if you're a creator who wants to go through and manually publish each one individually, even though there's hundreds of them a day, you could do that technically. But you'd have to go through them and be like, is this YouTube friendly? Is this YouTube friendly? Like, no, like we don't have fucking time for that. So we just let them go. At least what I do, I let the inappropriate comments, whatever YouTube deems those to be, go to that section. And then after a certain amount of time, they disappear. But it's like, that's YouTube's filter that they have. Like, I don't have control over that. Greg doesn't have control over that. So I'm assuming if you post a swear word filled comment that is, potentially rude or something like that, then yeah, like it would be expected that if your comment just disappears randomly, that it's probably in the spam section. So that was probably not the most well thought out comment, making such a bold claim without any evidence.
Raise your hand if you think that I lied and pretended not to know. I did a survey. I asked a bunch of my friends. My friends didn't know I asked. Do you know why he does 2,222 steps? Nobody knew.
Okay, so I didn't do a survey. I didn't do shit. I just watched the video. So, you know, Greg at least tried to do due diligence, and he didn't even find out either. So no, I didn't know. He didn't know apparently. So I don't think this is common knowledge if you're not a fan. Like, I don't follow Chef Rush's content, to be honest. Like, I knew who he was. This is the first video I thoroughly watched of him. So I don't think it would be unusual to expect that we don't know a whole lot about why he does certain things. Like, all we know is you have 24-inch arms, you eat 10,000 calories, you get 2 hours of sleep, and it doesn't fucking line up. That's all we know.
Nobody knew. No one. Did I know? No. I didn't see Derek talk about it. Didn't see Johnny Shreve talk about it. I didn't know. Some of you might know. Some of you know that. I didn't know what 22 represented. Why would I know that? I saw 2,222, thought it was a big number. 75 minutes of push-ups every morning that you're doing that I still don't believe. Every morning you can get up and do 2,222. That's amazing. Great. Congratulations. So when you make this post saying I'm a liar, no, I ain't no freaking liar. Then you say I deleted your comment. I deleted no freaking comment from you. Go post the comment again. I'll pin it to the top. Pin it right to the top. If it gets deleted, I'll pin it again. Nobody's deleted your account. Guess what? YouTube deletes comments.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I was just talking about in regards to the spam filter. Well, it's not even spam. It's like literally an inappropriate comments filter that they have in there.
Thousands of comments. They filter out inappropriate comments. I don't know what you wrote. Sometimes they even filter out comments that are not inappropriate.
Yeah, you have to understand too, if you're not a regular commenter, you're somebody who's not, I don't know, if you don't have a huge following, like the chances that your comments are going to get upvoted to the top for us to actually see are quite low. You know, like there will be comments with like thousands of likes about, you know, whatever it is that people want to, you know, we have certain people that comment very regularly on the channel. They become well known in the community and they end up, you know, getting a certain amount of likes, and they'll often rank, you know, at the top, however many of the comments, and kind of take up a lot of that space. So if you're coming in and commenting for the first time, even though you might have been a guy who the video was fucking made about, your comment might get buried and we never even see it. So not only is there the inappropriate comments filter, but there's thousands of comments on the videos, and it's not like we see them all. Like honestly, I see the top, you know, however many in the comment section, but I don't see every single one. I don't literally go through every video I do and read every single one. It would be physically impossible for me to keep up with my posting schedule if I did that. So I'm assuming, you know, Greg does the same thing. So like, I remember not that long ago, I did a video on Chris Bumstead and Ian Vier, and Ian's comment literally like explained an entire breakdown of what I was trying to get at when I made the video about Chris, and his comment got like no likes. Like no one even fucking saw it. It sat there for weeks without people even picking up that he had mentioned and laid out the entire answer to the question we were trying to answer in the video. And it wasn't until he DM'd me personally and said, yo, like I made this fucking comment, like, can you go look at it? So then I went and like filtered through my thing and found it by manually searching for it. But that often happens. You know, you'll often have guys who even the video is about and no one even knows they commented because it's just fucking buried. But in this case, I'm assuming because of his language in the comments and the, you know, aggressiveness, YouTube picks up on that. They probably filtered it out.
I did not delete the comment. YouTube can delete comments. Maybe you talked about something YouTube doesn't like. So before you make your post saying what you think happened, you actually say, that's what happened. It's not. It's not the truth. It's a lie. It's said a lot. This is out world today. And what type of people follow these guys? I get it, I do. Everyone is entitled to their opinions, but if your lifestyle, work ethics, causes do not add up to mine, move on. I'm not going to listen to you. It's a waste of my valuable time to be helping someone who needs it. This just reminded me of the caller I am. How freaking dare you? How dare you call me racist? How dare you act like I'm racist? Everyone in the world's a circle to me. How dare you act like this? Bring in a race card. I treat everyone the same. I call the bullshit on the freaking internet. You are lying. You know you are. You're eating 1,200 grams of protein, 2,222 push-ups every day. And are you in fact natural? Think about it. Are you? You're the only one that knows. How do you sleep at night?
The one thing that I know, this is like a serious conversation, but the top comment, I couldn't help but laugh when I saw the top comments, and it was like, how do you sleep at night? And he doesn't. Like, that's comedy, dude. That's comedy. Ah, man, Greg's death stare there. I was gonna make another comment, but I didn't realize he was gonna not say anything during that sentence. Okay, so anyways, I can see why he's pissed. You know, he's making definitive claims. You deleted my fucking comment. You did this. You're misrepresenting what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, none of these things are provable. None of these things happened. And then he's implying this at the end, which obviously is like the icing on the cake. So I can understand why Greg is pissed. I don't know why you would have made that post, dude. Like, to confidently come out and be like, I literally know what's happening in your YouTube creator studio. Like, how the fuck could you possibly know, dude? You know, like, you're pretty much saying, you know, you're censoring my shit. Like, no, dude. We're not, trust me.
Gonna try to bring the race card. Every time I do a video on someone, if they're of a different color than me, it's gonna be somehow I'm racist. I treat everyone the same. How dare you? No, not a race card as the people calling me the N-word would say, but reality. You're saying it's not the race card, then you're saying, oh, it reminded me of the color of my skin. I'm calling out what you said, not attacking the person.
Yeah, so if somebody like random posts some bad shit on your thing and then you decide to make a caption about two YouTubers who made a video about your workout regimen, diet practices, sleep hygiene, and lying about being a natural, like, how are those two connected whatso fucking ever?
I literally complimented how you looked, said you trained hard, was a specimen of a man, was a specimen, a freak of nature, have amazing genetics. I didn't attack you and put you down for the color of your skin. These guys attack them and me, but with racist, political, pure hate, not opinions. And these people were coming after my younger kids, which is absolutely a no-go. And you know people are gonna read it, and then they're gonna comment, they're gonna say things about me. So then we'll see the comments made about Coach Greg. Oh, you're Mr. Nice Guy. So nice. How dare Greg make a video about me? I'll just make this post, and then let's see all the hate messages that people say about Coach Greg. It says, even Greg knew this, and still tagged my social. I knew this? I knew I was being racist? No! How do I know this? Even in common sense, it was 7-minute video out of 4 hours of taping. These guys knew that, and this is their life money. I literally said in the video, maybe they edited it out. Maybe he took a nap in the morning after breakfast. Watch my video. You kidding me? He's getting up at 3 a.m. and doing all this work, eating that big, huge meal. Probably going back to bed. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't say. Fast forward to lunch, 11 o'clock. What did he do during this time? I think he took a nap. Maybe he took a nap, and that would explain it, because no human being sleeping 2 or 3 hours a night.
Yeah, so like for me, I didn't even say that in my video, and the reason being is because a bunch of people told me that he's been on record many times for many years saying, I sleep 2 hours a night. So I was like, well, here he is, and he's doing his fucking daily routine with Men's Health, and look at that. It's actually true. The guy's literally eating until midnight, gonna be cleaning up his dishes, you know, getting ready for bed and shit, brushing the teeth, and it's gonna be like 1 a.m. You're gonna be going to bed and getting up at 3 a.m. to do your push-ups. It makes no fucking sense. So, you know, it just doesn't line up. It doesn't matter if the thing was 4 hours long and there was only 7 minutes of the shit, like these were the statements made. Like this is the shit that was presented to us. This is the information that's reinforced in several of past interviews where it's been said many times. And he's very open about saying he'll sleep 2-hour nights. You know, I believe in his live thing that he deleted, he said this is not a this is not a regular day for him, but it sounds like it's a pretty regular occurrence. And at the end of the day, the way they represented it was like this is his everyday routine, and this is how you get the 24-inch arms, and this is why he is so jacked despite being natural. That was men's health's fuck up, I guess. It's kind of shitty if he has no actual authority over what gets published about his own shit, but you know, that's kind of on you to vet what's going to happen beforehand, I would think, you know. So at the end of the day, none of it lines up still, even with the cropped up shit. But I mean, that's, you know, Men's Health definitely should have taken some of the blame on this too, because they definitely dropped the ball, you know, representing Men's Health. This is was the complete opposite of that. And they totally overlooked it and just thought, oh, celebrity chef, jacked as fuck. He's also natural. Let's show what he does. And then, you know, it's such an obscene amount of shit that no one could possibly replicate. That'll justify why he's actually natural. That's what's going to do it. And then they fucking publish it, even though they must know it's ridiculous and it's a very unhealthy thing to promote, but it's the only way you could possibly, in your head, wrap your mind around the fact that maybe this guy's natural because he's just outworking the fuck out of everybody. Literally doesn't even need to sleep. Like, the whole thing was a clusterfuck from the beginning.
And training this way, not possible. I said, I would really like to know what he really does, what he really eats. Not some made-up scam by Men's Health.
Yeah, it was like a totally fabricated fucking diet too, in my opinion. Or at least, like, no sane person, even if you're on a day where you're like, let's just say hypothetically you are on that one, if you only did this once a week, on that day, are you really gonna justify in your head, like, I need to prioritize getting 10,000 calories over getting more than 2 hours sleep? Like, no, you would probably pull down your calories and get a bit more fucking sleep. You'd probably do half, you know, less of a workout, maybe you get, you know, more of the sleep. You probably find a fucking happy medium, you know, like a sane person, I would think. So that was, you know, I don't know if that's Men's Health's fuck up entirely for, you know, making it seem like it was more exaggerated than it was, like in convincing him to fucking, you know, put out this bullshit, or I don't know, dude. But obviously, again, like I mentioned, clusterfuck from the beginning, and was bound to blow up in Men's Health's face and indirectly into Chef Rush's face. Who knows who was the mastermind behind it, if it was Chef Rush, if it was them, if they were like, oh, you should talk about how fucking obscene your shit is. I don't know. But obviously the whole thing was, people can see through it pretty transparently. This is not what this guy is doing on a regular basis. But Gen Pop, when they watch Men's Health and they don't, you know how to see through bullshit, they see this and they're like, oh, so that's how you do it. I just need to fucking sleep 5 hours less, get more meals in, and get 2,000 push-ups in, you know? Like, that's genuinely what some people are going to think when they see this shit.
To say, oh yeah, this explains how he has such big arms and all that muscle.
I'm gonna jump around a bit because I realize my taping is getting kind of long here. Let's see.
Played you, Johnny. Greg is playing you. But I think you needed an excuse to jump on the YouTube bandwagon. Congratulations, they got a black guy that they call N to post about a black guy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Do you really think I'm pretending to be friends with Johnny to use him for the color of his skin? Really?
That's fucking crazy.
Really? Really? Are you freaking kidding me? This is life today. Be well, be safe, be aware, and never waver.
The wild thing is how he still didn't touch on any of like you could easily just rebut the points of the video, you know, instead of being like you literally saying that Greg like got a black guy to do a response video too. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, what an amazing, uplifting post you made today. Yeah, it's so amazing. You know, he thought I was a good guy, but I made this video and apparently now I'm racist, so I'm not a good guy. No. All he does is gossip and bitch on the internet about other grown men. Bit stupid and childish if you ask me. Like, this reminds me of Kylie Muscle. It's the same comment. I talk about other men. Stop it. Shines on so many people improving their lives. Also, who the hell are those clowns anyway? So you think I'll literally do anything for views? No. I love you, Chef, and you inspire us every day, in and out of the gym. The world needs more of you. Yeah, because we need more people in the world to say, and you fuck your brother and sister and animals and your dad. Yeah, we need more of that. Or, like your stupid ass, bye kid, you little boy's parents need to be out of jail, or you do. Yeah, that's more of what we need now, isn't it? Right, Chef? Nice comments you're making to people who are writing on your wall and then blocking them after. That's so great. Or you could do so much better, right? When talking to a man's wife.
Holy shit.
Say you could do so much better. Yeah, that's such a positive person. What a role model. A hero to all. The savior. Great guy. Imagine if I had had the time to screenshot the message he wrote me in the DM. Oh, he made it up. He didn't write it. Made it up. Would I lie that he wrote me this message? It's so bad he ends up deleting it, blocking me, giving it a thumbs up.
Okay, so obviously this is the most heated I've ever seen Greg, I think, ever. So I can see why a lot of shit culminated into this giant disaster that should have just been Rush making a response video and being like, dude, like this is what they cut out of the video, and this is like what I do, and I'm not fucking natty, probably, you know, if he really wanted to just like make people calm the fuck down and not get the full backlash of it. Because unfortunately, you know, people see through bullshit, and when you put out something that is entirely fabricated, essentially, or at least fabricated around the points that you're trying to support and justify, like, you know, you're natural with the 24-inch arms and the blah, 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 and you train for this much in order to justify, you know, your calorie intake and this and this, and this is why you look like this, despite the fact that you're in your 40s, and take no fucking anything. So I don't know what else he talked about in the live stream response to my video. Maybe he, you know, explained in, you know, a more reasonable way, you know, rebutting the points, explaining exactly what his day-to-day looks like, and there's some sort of explanation for why on this particular day he deems it necessary to have, you know, fucking, what is it, 1,200 grams of protein or whatever the insane amount was that he was eating. That absolutely made no sense, in order to sacrifice his amount of sleep to get this food in, you know, touching on the natural status and shit. I don't know if he talked about that. You know, maybe he admitted to, you know, talked about being unnatural. Who knows? I didn't see the full thing. Some of you guys probably watched it though, because I had a bunch of people telling me, yo, respond to this. And, you know, it was on my to-do list, but can't watch it now. So I don't know if he touched on it, but at this point, it's kind of like all the historical back and forth, all the historical responses, it seems like everything's gone. So all we're left with is, you know, what Greg has presented here, which unfortunately does not, you know, paint him, Chef Rush, in the best light with response to this men's health thing. So I don't know, men's health, I feel like should take some fucking responsibility for the video too, because it's like at the end of the day, they're the ones who edited this thing. They're the ones who are wanting to paint him in this certain light too. So if they have some sort of responsibility for this, I would imagine that it would make sense for them to, you know, come out and kind of help back their boy up. They're the ones who fucking made the video. So I'm surprised that they have been so quiet this whole time, just letting the video get decimated and him take like the full blunt of it. So I don't know if he is indeed correct that they kind of like, if anyone misrepresented him, it would be men's health, I would think, for, you know, chopping the fucking thing up into 7 minutes, supposedly, of 4 hours of content that explains everything so perfectly. So I don't know, dude, maybe release the unedited version, you know, and let us react to that. If you want to clear it up, because supposedly the full thing, you explain everything in elaborate detail. Let's see that, and then we can go from there maybe. So, but I don't know, this is probably the last time I'm going to touch on it. The only reason I did, a bunch of people asked me to react to it. Obviously a pretty heated video, and obviously I'm like sort of in the middle of it and being mentioned in the comment by Rush and shit. I was the one who did the video before too, and yeah, I guess we'll see where it goes. So anyways, I am looking forward to the unedited version if it does indeed come out. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplates.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplates.dates, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.